Hello, everybody, and welcome to my final streaming of 2022 on New Year's Eve. Yours truly, KaneFan701, my badass sunglasses on. I know it's going to be a wild ending to a very eventful year, as we all know. I have to tell you guys, 2022 has definitely been a year that many of us are going to look back on. As I once said about 2020, that was a year that many of us would like to forget indefinitely. 2021 was a year of trying to help reform our ways and repair and recover from what we endured. And this year, 2022, we all thought that this would be the year of recovering and be back to normality. In a strange case, we actually have gone back into normality just about, but we're still feeling the aftermath of the pandemic, of the whole who matters more, and all that BS and everything. And then we had, the introduction of the vaccination in, and then we all tried our best to, move on and reshape our lives after everything that we had endured, myself included, because I was among every one of you guys who were affected. I mean, I've had to survive twice from COVID. I did a hell of a good job in recovering. But this year, 2020, did a hell of a lot for me. It changed my life for the best. I don't say I feel like a new individual. Maybe not on the outside, but on the inside, I feel like I am a new person, and I feel damn proud of it. And Happy New Year to you guys as well. And I had a fantastic Christmas. Just to let you know, I had some amazing Christmas presents, and I was very happy for that. I really worked hard to get what I deserved. But this year is definitely one we can look back in. I would say mostly for the best. I say that because this year's been eventful for the good and bad. But it felt like, as I was progressing during the summer, reshaping everything and repairing all the wrongs I felt I had to correct, I was so proud to know that, you know what? I'm going to lay it out with you guys. I'm not trying to be all the glamour. This ain't kayfabe, and this ain't me acting no BS, man. I'm telling you, 2022 definitely found some closure for me. And I would like to happily let you know is that I managed to find some closure regarding the old Mattery thing, because I managed to reach out and I actually managed to talk and co-interact with some of our darker flesh counterparts. And I bravely explained my own reasons of how I was affected and emotionally and possibly, and they listened. And I'm not going to lie, one came up and reached out and shook my hand and pulled me in for an embrace. Tears in his eyes, man, as I broke down too. So I felt I hadn't, well, it's not terms of equality. It is actually a fact that I found neutral trust, and I found what I feared was lost 2 years ago. It finally resurfaced, and I felt reaccepted. In the fact that we all matter. It doesn't matter about this, man. If you peel this back, we bleed the same blood. We're all human beings. We're all brothers and sisters together. And that's what it is. But the way, like I said about it at the time, was unprofessional. And like I said, I know I have remorse and regret for what I did for the last 2 years. And for everybody out there I mistakenly wronged unintentionally, it took me 2 years to put this together. But I deeply hold my sincerity towards you guys. And if you ever, if you can't understand that I'm reaching out with you with my heart and this at this point, then I clearly understand that I may not be there for you again. But don't worry, guys. I found mutual respect, and despite everything that I've had to endure, the harassment, the terrible aftermaths of losing friends that believed I'd changed for the wrong, well, I'm back to the good old KaneFan701 that many knew and loved. After so long, after seeking all the help and support that you guys gave me to help me see the wrong errors and going about this the correct way and the professional way to do it. Thank you so much, lads. Even though things will never be the same for me, and despite my old reputation is up in shatters, there's always time to make newer memories and try and start over. And I think 2022 was the year it finally happened. I really do believe that. So to all of you guys out there who might be wondering, am I doing this just to get attention seeking? That's not really the truth. I just want to extend my heart to know how very sorry and apologetic I've been. And after 2 years of bullying it up, I'm finally able to come to some form of closure. But I'm just not quite there. But I feel like I'm very close to it. And by 2023, hopefully, I can make full amends with all you guys. For those of you who believe I am not a changed individual and that I'm this anti or whatever, but the fact of the matter is, lads, you gotta understand, we're all human. We're all born to make mistakes, and it can be costly. And we can learn from it. It makes us all who we are. Guys like Engine 882 here, guys like MICO in the bottom chat down here, all you guys here, everyone who's watching, I'm letting you guys know that you all mean something to me, and I really feel like we're all going to change for the best. But I have to let you know, though, as the year of this year progressed, when February the 4th or the 24th or whatever it was happened, when Ukraine and Russia clashed, I truly believed that that was going to be it for all of us. But somehow, our Ukrainian brothers have fought back and done so well. And I have their support all the way. I even met a couple of them, to be quite honest. Wish them all the best to survive. And hopefully they will win. And we will back them up, regardless. Slava Ukraina! And then I got to meet my band, Sabaton, my Swedish band who played the Bismarck, The Last Battle, The Final Solution, The Last Stand, The Lost Battalion, Midway, all the greats, Prima Victoria, and all the other great songs that they wrote during the wars that we all endured, even the Christmas truce that cemented my love for them forever, that helped me find the brotherhood that we all have, which helped me find my own humanity. And I met the band this year. I was so happy to be a part of them, to be part of their, the fans, the brotherhoods that were with them. And then the WWE legend, The Undertaker, finding his rightful place in the WWE Hall of Fame, putting a fantastic emotional end to a grand career, the happy ending we all wanted with him. Couldn't get any better than that. And I have to let you guys know that the Thomas fandom still is in its bad state, but it has not died out. It's still burning with a passion, with upcoming talent people who can help change it around. And we've seen this happen. The showcasing that they delivered, the amount of time that they put into their projects to show that they can still become a part of us is amazing. I mean, even some of the old timers have managed to find their way back in. Take a while for myself to find my way around, but at least I made a return to voice acting, and you could say my return has slowly took some notice. I've still got it, but again, I'm very, very limited to what I can do at the moment, and maybe for the rest of my time, because I'm still starting my life out offline the internet, but I'm doing a hell of a good job. As you can see, my room was reinvented. That was part of my lifestyle changing with my new bed and everything else around. Life's changing for me, man. And I'm trying to go with it, taking brave steps to go with the change of the flow. Regardless of what's happened with me for the last 2 years, regardless of losing so many I was so close to with, I am going to let you know that I am making attempts to reach out to make amends and closure to some who can actually hear me out. Like, I don't care about the amount of other people who will refuse to listen or who are busy just doing their own crap or whatever. Those type of people, those morons who try and hammer me down, they don't mean shit. They are nothing to me anymore. And I'm not talking about a certain team I was with. That doesn't count. It's about those idiots out there, those low-lifers who try and put us down, who do so much wrong to us. Guys like MCL Productions, Engine 8, 382, Creeper Boy 90, Diango, even Ginger Jesus, Brandon himself, guys who are other in the community, those guys who get hammered down by low-life idiots, toxic sons of bitches who do not give a shit. They don't mean anything. You guys mean the world to me. And I know this is, if you would go back 10 years ago or 15 years with me, I would not be saying any of this. I was very, very non-talkable as much. And I was more mature than I ever was. But at the same time, guys, I'm so proud that I've come this way. And listen, guys, I'm getting a little emotional because, this has been the most emotional turnaround point year of my life. Your support meant everything, and I can't tell you how much I love you all. Like, literally, I love all of you guys, man. I mean, I've been around here for a long, long time, and I've had ups and downs before, but this is personally different. And then eventually, as that progressed on during the summer, during the 2 intense heat waves we had, I did not give up. I saw everything that 2 years ago in 2020 almost got repeated. As you know, look, I ain't shying away. I'm not telling any BS. I'm telling you truth stuff, man. Because I saw what happened, on May 25th, 2020. Almost got a repeat again. But thank goodness I saw the whole thing in my own way, because I had a repeat of that almost in my hometown in Birmingham, and I was a witness to it all. But thankfully, it didn't end that way, but it almost did. And it gave me a harsh reality of what could happen if any of us found ourselves on the wrong side of the good side, if you know what I'm saying. With the armed forces and everything doing that. But like I said, I saw it all happen. And I was like looking, I took that as an extreme lesson to never make a mistake like that. And, I saw other people around me who were like dark-fleshed. They had their opinions, but they listened to me, and they could definitely tell I'm a neutral person. I'm in between the two sides where we all matter. And they said the same thing. And in truth, I've met a couple of friends around in my area as well, and they too were very similar. So what can I say? I'm not trying to say I haven't found equality. No. I found neutral trust between our two racial stuff, and it worked. I mean, one particular lad who I'm not going to mention on here, who Brandon knows too well, he once told me last year, the only person who can fix problems up is yourself, and you can do that. He did not stop believing in me. And other people that told me the exact same words, even you guys as well, even you, MSCR, and of course, other guys as well, they said the exact same thing. And the results have been very, well, what can I say? I found like neutral ground, and I can only hope and pray to the good Lord above that it can progress better. But like I said, I kind of have laid it to rest a lot, but the emotional scarring that I will carry will still remain. But eventually, though, there's including the whole thing regarding football, which I'm going to get out of my way very quickly, that still is a pain in the rear for me to endure. But I did manage to find a way to get rid of that out of my life. Because when our nation failed in the FA Cup finaling, I wasn't surprised. And I'm saying this, man, because I don't really care anymore about the sport of it. That's it. I got rid of everything, and that was it. Never again will I go back to that. And they failed. Some people tried to rub me the wrong way about it. And I just, wasn't in the mood for it. And, despite I love my country, the team itself will no longer have me anymore because I'm done with them. Period. It doesn't mean I hate my team. It's just the fact that I cannot bear anymore to endure what they're still doing, which they need to let go of. And that's their downfall. That's just me as I am. And you can't change my mind. But putting that off the way and flushing that down the drain quickly, let's just say in a way that the remaining of this year was very, very tough. As we all know, in September, we lost our Queen. That was to me the beginning of the end for an era I knew and grew up with. And that just made our country turn upside down, and the mourning of for over a week was very tough. And I have to say, may our good Queen rest in peace up in heaven, man. She had a good reign. 70 years. A reign that will never be duplicated. And then eventually, that's when we had more losses. We lost Batman's animator, Kevin Corey, which was a big tragedy that happened in November. And then not long before that, in the same week, we lost the Green Ranger from the Power Rangers. That was terrible enough. And then, and just recently, I just lost Don West, my favorite TNA wrestling commentator. But besides all that, looking back overall, 2022 has been something. Mainly for the good, mainly for the bad. I won't be on for this for too long because I've got to spend the next remaining half an hour now downstairs before the fireworks go off in London. It's 23:04 at the minute, so when it gets to 11:30, I have to go. But don't worry, guys, I'll put you guys in for the remaining, okay? This is just my last final streaming of the new yearing. And then after that, who knows what will happen. I might do a stream to ring in the new year, maybe, for celebrating. But who knows? Let's get some of you guys in quickly for the remaining minutes of this. Okay.
Hey, Glenn.
Hello, Diago. Hey, MSCR. Sorry I couldn't get you in the last time, mate, but I tried.
Right. And, poor timing on my part.
Hello.
Hello.
Like I said, if anybody else wants to join, they're more than welcome to briefly, but I haven't got much time left. But besides all that, this New Year thing has definitely been something. I mean, I have to say it's been a big turnaround. I mean, even in November, I got to meet one of my favorite anime actresses, Lucy Christian, who did the voice dubbing in anime, who's best known for voicing Hestia, and she did Nagisa in Clannad, and other voice actors that I recognize her for, and that was a dream come true, and it was worth it. And I had my photo with her, and it was beautiful, man. And besides all that, though, I've managed to do so well. Like I said, everything that I've been saying, man, I'm not lying. Like I said before, regarding with the whole, who matters more. You know MCR, when I told you about that, I managed to finally find some closure on it at last. And I'm still mending some fences with some people who wronged me the wrong way. But I actually have explained a lot more better now. But I still have to live up to my promise that I can't go back to those ways again.
Yeah.
Because you have to move on with the times. But everything that's around us at the minute, it's still not for us guys to be with, if you know what I'm saying. The way our society and people have been. And like I said before, here in the UK, we've got a shitload to get through, man. Damn strikes. And a lot of other things are definitely screwing up my nation right now, which is making me uneasy to live with. Price tags are going up, which is unbearable. But,
yeah, that's probably my nation's fault.
That's not your fault at all. I don't blame you Americans at all. Nothing like
Actually, basically the American dollar is pretty much the whole economic dollar these days.
Well, if there was no such thing as economic, could you imagine how things would be?
Yeah.
So anyways,
we have to a universal currency, though.
Anyways, lads, while we're wrapping this one up quickly enough, do you want to tell me, guys, how your 2022 has been? I'll start with you, Diago.
Well, my 2022 year has been great. It has been great.
Oh.
And even though I did lose my pet Coco, I was able to keep up with the year. I was even able to get through my my school year, and that's when I started doing StreamYard. My 2022 was my first StreamYard year, and I've been taking a break from StreamYard because something that on YouTube that there are people that are spam bots. I've been hiding from them, and that show inappropriate stuff. That's why I've taken a huge break from StreamYard, and then I started to go back to streaming, even though I was I started going back to streaming, and then when I started to get my community post, and I would even tease some of my upcoming stuff for my series. I'm also working on like some more stuff to add. Like I even did my first year of being part of a series, The Adventures of the Sea Lining Railway, which um episodes like where were like that would upload once every week. Like like I would say that this year has been like one of the greatest years. Like, and I even did something like that was so thoughtful in November when I handed out dog pet food to people who didn't have the money to buy food. Like that was thoughtful of me to do something like that. And another thing is when we would even like go out to like with family, like try to reunite with some of the family that like our family, even our older elderly folks. And even this year like has been a great year for me and all my friends, even my a lot of my friends. And I'm
All right,
hoping
then.
2023 will be a great year too.
Well, we all hope it's going to be a good year because for me, I think it's going to be a Flying Scotsman year because that steam locomotive is going to be turning 100 years old.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, Scotsman's going to turn a century years of age, man. It's going to be
Ooh,
history in the
cool.
making. That's hopefully the entire world will be talking about it. It's kind of that's what I'm going to look forward to a lot. Like, and regardless of everything else, that's fine. But that's what I'm hoping it will be. That's my New Year resolution.
Hope it turned out good.
Yep. Hang on. So Thomas Sonic Carsman, welcome on board for the last stream of the year.
Thanks, Kane.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you next. So how has your 2022 been?
Well, my 2022 did not start off with a good year, honestly.
Oh dear.
So at the end of the year, back in my old middle school, I got punched in the back. Well, actually, the back of my neck.
Oh, I thought you meant
I had to go to ER because my school thought I was gonna have a concussion, which I did not. Yeah, I know.
Talk about not ending on good terms, man.
I had to switch schools because obviously I felt like that school district was not going out well for me. So I switched to another one. Funny enough, my dad works as a band director for my high school. So
nice.
after the school year ended, and I'm now in high school, I would have started off with that. So, and how would I put it? I really don't know how to put it, honestly.
Well, sorry you had to go for that, man, but
yeah, it was not that great of a banger. And even though I've been through a lot of stuff that I'm not going to mention, that was not one of the greatest moments.
All right, then. So at least you tried. Hopefully 2023 will be even better for you.
Yeah, okay, I tried starting YouTube, but I feel like it's hard enough for me to do content because so much work for me at school and stuff that I don't know if I would get anything done.
I know how that feels. Okay, I got Cool Bear Fair as well. Like one of my best friends is here next to you. If you can hear me, mate, how's your 2022 been? So, do you want to tell us your thoughts?
I'd say that it was kind of okay because again, like Thomas Sonic fan it did have a bad start considering I had bad allergies that kind of started to overreact, and my mom got into a bit of a situation which is really personal that also impacted me, and school got started to stress again. I had a crash at a ski lodge on Christmas, and I've had some injuries in my leg, my neck, and my face. But I'd say it's overall kind of okay. But it, you know, things do get better, I guess, and I hope it will be better for 2023.
Well, there's this one good thing about this year as well is that you and me have become like the fastest growing of friends in a long while, and that's something I will never regret, man. That was something, I think you came along in my life at a perfect time when I needed some good comforting of my own depression problems that I was going through. Like I said, not bad, but there were some things where you had drama issues that didn't involve me, but they were involving some of my mates that were concerning me big time, and I think you came along at a good time when I needed some comforting.
Definitely. Hold on, give me 1 second.
So putting that aside, MCR Productions, it's your turn, mate.
Hold on.
How's your 2022 been, and do you want to lay it down for us?
My 2022 started off how to put it exactly? Well, first of all, I still couldn't walk until February. Then I lost my dream job. Then I got a new one and lost it again within 3 days. After that, walking was still very hard. It still is, truth be told. My dog Yeti died. I've had chronic back pains for more than a month and a half. Yeah.
The company showed up?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're talking.
Christmas was a disappointment. Yeah.
Ouch. Wow, so it looks like all you guys have not had a pretty good 2022. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that too as well. I mean, I've got others I had to say, but I wouldn't want to bring up with. But let's just say it has been a lot this year. Mostly overall, has been a lot more better, technically than the last 2 years. If you take my meaning.
Oh yeah, my best friend's on suicide is just got off suicide watch after his fiance dumped him.
Ouch.
So yeah, I describe my year. I say cute and chill.
Sorry to hear.
I know
that.
the feeling of having my dog died.
Well, you know what? Speaking of which, I'll have to bring that one up because not me this time, because that might happened a long time ago. But one of my cousins lost theirs, and he had a dog named Hugo, and he's suffering still with depression so badly, like very badly, and he's not took it too well. He had a lovely sausage dog named Hugo, and he died only at 6 years of age.
That's how old mine was.
Yeah, we don't know what happened. It just was that. We don't know what the cause was. It was just that bad. And of course, Luke my cousin took it so bad. He hasn't been the same since.
Then he just fell over and died.
That didn't happen in the case of his Hugo. He just went. Just like that. And we don't know how. Other than the fact is that we know he wasn't cared correctly. If he'd been brought to me and me and my parents would have looked after Hugo, right, he probably would have been a lot more healthier and he probably would still be alive.
Wow.
That's the only thing I can say, man. But in any cases, besides that, like I said, I still feel that the downside of our country and here in Britain for me was when after Queen Elizabeth passed on and the entire nation was going to instantly change, and let's just say things didn't go well for the best. We had that, bloody prime minister who didn't last long, which was an absolute screw up. And I felt that was the worst thing ever. And now we've got a new one who I still have bad doubts with. It was just a shame we couldn't get, Boris Johnson back into office, and that was it. I just gave up my political side for good. Although I'm still still with it. But like I said, my political side is kind of buried up at the moment. Until things can get a lot better, and then I'll see what will happen. But for now, yeah, you and I have to change around with the times of it. But like I said, it wasn't the best. But while that was going on, the Thomas community was undergoing a massive recreation, and it's gotten better. It's just getting better and better. I can see a good sign where we're getting in the next year for it, maybe.
What is happening with Cool Fredbear 2009?
What?
What's that background noise?
Oh no, my parents are just having conversation, for New
Oh,
Year.
I don't know if you can hear it, but my mom is actually watching the Hunger Games while in
And another,
the bathroom.
sorry.
I'm not joking.
Another thing I will say is that when the Russia and Ukraine war started, it really impacted my family. Like, my stepmother got really depressed because, unfortunately, her mother is in Ukraine and she had to get out early.
Oof.
Dang. I'm sorry to hear.
Hey guys, so if you heard that, guys, there was a bit of a. We just had a bit of a firework just blew off. Some of the guys outside my area are celebrating a little bit early. They've jumped the clock a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's really early, and it's like, let me see,
Yeah, did
5:19.
you hear that?
It's
Did you hear that? There's a big
6:19.
blast coming out here in my area. Hang on. Yeah, it's definitely not far down the line. It's just a few blocks from where I'm sitting right now. I can hear them. Some big.
Okay.
I mean, maybe some of them are doing it early to party. Who knows? It could be someone's birthday. But still, that is jumping the gun just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But hey, it's New Year's Eve, so again, I guess, you know what? I think this year we have done things a little bit earlier than we should have done. So I guess it can't be too harmful this year. Then we had bonfire a few times. Some continued on afterwards, and then there were others that continued on beforehand. Some did it on Halloween. It could have been someone's birthday, or someone could have had a newborn. Who knows? So I think doing things a little early, yeah, I think that's what this year has been about. I mean, heck, Christmas was celebrated all through the month this year. So that's how I dubbed it this year, Christmas month. And even though Christmas has come and gone this year, I've still got a bit of the festive spirit burning in me of it until the new year passes in. But yes, it's now 20 p.m. So I've got 10 more minutes to go before I wrap this one up. Like
All
I
right.
said, I've still got plenty of time. So as to go for before my internet connection had a little fun. I think that's a first for me that ever happened on this here on StreamYard. Creepy Boy 90, how has your 2020 been? I mean 2022.
I'm good.
Oh boy, where
Words
do
are
I
slipping out of my mouth.
begin? It was pretty good.
See you guys next year.
I've
Well,
I didn't upload too much
oh,
on my channel, but
and my freeze left us. Oh dear. Again, continue on, Creepy Boy. It's your continue on.
but yeah, it was pretty cool. There wasn't a lot of drama for me as it was for 2 years ago and last year.
Oh, and somebody else left us too.
Yeah. Well, dang.
Looks like we're having internet connection problems here, I think. But oh well. But what do you think? Do you feel 2023 is going to be a lot better?
I hope so.
What do you think, Diago?
I think it's going to be a great year because, as we know, Flying Scotsman's going to be a few years, like 100 years old. I can't believe it.
I know, and Gordon just recently turned 100. I mean, heck, this
Yeah.
year marked 100th. This year also marked the 100th anniversary of the Big Four when the Great Western Railway, the London North Eastern Railway, the London Midland and Scottish, and the Southern all were formed.
Yeah. Also, like 2023 is also going to be a great year. Even the new Star Wars game, Jedi Survivor, is coming this year. Next year.
Yeah, I've been keeping a close eye on Star Wars, and let's just say, despite the franchise has suffered a lot, it's still going well with other fans who do their own fan content, and even Star
Like
Wars
Phantom.
Theory, even Star Wars the Theory himself has been fantastic, and I've seen some good fanfic guys who do like their what if franchise in Star Wars, like what if this happened or whatever, has been booming this year, which has been phenomenal.
I got a Star Wars game for free a while back. I don't know if you know it. It's called Star Wars Squadrons. I don't exactly know what it is.
Star Wars Squadron. No, that sounds like a badass name. But the one I got, I remember I showed you it once. To me, the best Star Wars game I've ever had. I know the Star Wars Legos were good, but to me, the best one for me was always Star Wars Battlefront
Battlefront.
2,
Yeah.
2005. I know it had its ups and perps, but let me tell you, I still enjoy it to this very day, and I still know all the maneuvers. It's just hilarious because the voice acting for the stormtroopers in the Civil War with the Rebels versus the Galactic Empire is just absolutely hilarious. Especially
sorry.
yes, CJ Jones. Everyone's tuning in early, but everybody wants to enjoy the final moments of the year before we all pass on into the new history books of the new year. That's why everyone's tuning in. As you heard, there's still some fireworks banging off, although, yeah. Oh boy. And also, guys, to let you guys know, if you think that was pretty good, this year was also different in terms of my drinking as well, because not only am I drinking Prosecco, as you saw me on camera earlier on, I've also finally at last been able to have some beer. And not just British beer, let me tell you. I actually decided to drink some German beer, and damn, it tastes good.
Okay.
Yeah, had a lot of it for Christmas, to be honest. I've got some over here right now off camera. Heck, I'll show you actually. Do you know what? While we're on the subject of that, I'll show you a few bits here. This is what I got unexpectedly for Christmas. I got a massive German bar, but I actually managed to get a Steiner's glass. There.
Wow.
Didn't expect to get that for Christmas, and I was like, I needed a big point of it, but that was good. Unexpectedly good Christmas presents this year. That was one.
Oh,
This is what I also got for Christmas.
Dang,
nice.
that's cool.
Hey,
I have
so-
something similar. Hold on, give me 1 second. Also,
I've got one.
Thomas Sonic Cars fan is in the away.
Yeah.
The,
Also,
hey,
this goes on-
Diago, I've got a very similar Star Wars Darth Vader mask, but mine was from 2005, where you could actually press the 4 buttons and you speak in your own version of him.
All right.
Yeah,
But
like-
that mask
so
you
this
got
one's-
there, that mask you got there, that's the version of Darth Vader's mask I wish I could get. But the fact is, I didn't want to waste all my money on it. But it was like the real thing, and another friend of mine. I'll just mention him once, and that's it. Agent Andrews, if any of you guys remember who he is, he's got one very similar to yours, Diago. But he would always say, as soon as he put it on, within 5 minutes, he was breaking into a sweat. That's how airtight it is in that mask.
This is the one I have.
Hey, that's the exact same similar mask I once had too, except it was
like-
the eyes weren't see-through. They were
They were red.
No, they were black. They were darkened. You just couldn't see them.
Oh yeah. Also, this is one of the marks I got from the crash. And then-
Ouch! That's really
here.
bad, brother.
yeah.
Dang.
Hey, hey, Thomas, Sonic fan, I got you back in. You kind of popped out there
Yeah,
for a second.
and this is the Darth
Sorry.
Vader lightsaber I got for Christmas.
Hey, that's the exact same lightsaber I had for Christmas as well. I actually, a long time ago, my first lightsaber was Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi.
I have an exact replica of Darth Vader's lightsaber.
Yeah,
I've,
like
uh,
if you listen to the sound of it, it sounds exactly like from The Empire Strikes Back.
yeah.
That's cool.
Also,
I don't have any Star Wars masks.
Speaking of which, guys,
Same.
speaking of Star Wars, guys, I just finished watching. Just before I started streaming, I was just watching Return of the Jedi. It was kind of like the ending of the year, so I thought, why not put Return of the Jedi in, because there's a great ending on it, and it's like a good old ending from one year as we progress on into the next.
I've officially watched every 6 Star Wars movies. I'm not watching the damn sequels.
No,
But-
I don't watch. I don't watch them either. That's a big F no.
But I watched
Is it bad enough that I watched Rogue One?
Rogue One is good because it had Darth Vader's return. It brought back the Darth Vader we knew and loved, even when he was in Obi-Wan Kenobi as well.
Oh, thank God.
It did, yeah.
and after watching the 6 movies, I will say Revenge of the Sith was definitely the best.
Best movie. You're basically you to say it's your favorite Star Wars film.
Yeah. Also, before I go, Kane fan,
Yes.
are you doing the voice for normal Timothy in episode 9? Because you haven't been
Well,
answering my
I
Discord messages.
well, the fact is I can't go on until maybe afterwards because I'm too busy with what I've been doing just recently on my DA. Because I'm trying to busy get back to making some more stories, and I'm busy doing my new CSW route, which I'm getting a hell of a lot better at. So yeah, just bear with me on that. But I also will say, like I said before, as for me doing the voice dub of Timothy, I'm kind of going in and out now. So I don't mind doing the demon voice for you as ever because you helped me find my voice back again. But it depends really. If you want to find somebody else, could possibly do it, but I'm still considering. Okay, but I'm not as good as I used to be as
All
the
right,
Timothy. But
Just tell me, is it okay if I ask Brandon to do it? Is that okay with you?
Funny enough, I've actually never heard Brandon. Optimus Prime. I've never actually heard him do Timothy in a long, long time. But maybe you could ask him.
And how long was that?
That was a long time ago.
Hey guys, y'all remember the Mandalorian series, right?
Yeah.
I never watched
There it is.
it.
Hey CJ, nice to see you, my
Speaking of
friend.
Mandalorian, I got the dark saber.
Yes. Hey, it's yeah. Don't mind me. It's just my disguise.
Don't
All
worry,
right,
mate.
well,
So CJ's
I'll-
fine, man. It's good to have you back, man. For a long time, I've missed you. To be quite honest, I bet you've missed me too.
I know. Been-
How about hey guys? If you CJ, if you see the other lads, can you tell them I wish them a happy new year as well, and hopefully one day to meet up with them again if
Yeah.
I ever make a return. I would because I know for a fact they've had their own issues, but they haven't been as bad. But I do hear that has been a little bit rocky for them lately.
well, thanks, guys. Thank you, Kane fan. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New
Um,
Year's.
Stay
Also,
safe. See ya,
cool
guys.
fresh
Don't worry.
bear.
Yeah, don't worry, Carl Farbear, because once New Year comes in afterwards, I might start a new stream of the year. Okay, half an hour has just passed and by. Before we end this one up, I'm going to show you some quick stuff I got for Christmas. Got myself a
See you
new.
guys.
Is that a Britannia
It's a but actually,
or is it Murdoch's class?
No, it's not a 9F.
That has to be a
Calm
9F.
down, Mom.
That's
Sorry, I'm
a.
not too sure. But this is
Hang
the
on,
new
hang
train
on.
calendar I got.
Let me look carefully. Let me see that.
Hang on,
And
I got
Yeah.
the new dog
Like the-
shaming calendar.
like the engine on the front. I mean.
It's actually an INF. It is an
Oh, yeah.
INF.
Oh yeah,
Actually-
that's a 9F.
So
No,
it
it's
is Murdoch.
it is an INF.
That's-
You're right. It
it
is. It's
is.
actually one. It's Evening Star.
No, wait, is it?
It's one of Murdoch's class.
I swear the number I saw was 92214.
Yeah. Hang on, guys. Just showing you a few bits and bobs before we wrap this one up, and after that, I'll come back with you after the New Year's has just kicked in. Okay.
All
So
right.
just hang on. I've
Well,
got some other stuff I got for Christmas. Here we go.
all right. Well,
I got myself some new T-shirts from my favorite band, Sabaton. I got the 2010 Coat of Arms T-shirt on.
Nice.
Okay, I'll be with you in a second, Mom. Just wrapping this up quickly.
all
I
right.
know.
Well,
Everybody, all my mates downstairs are all anticipating
well-
games. And before that, I managed to get this as well. My main Christmas present was the Sabaton Christmas Truth T-shirt.
it's like the Christmas truce of 1914, huh?
Yeah, when we came out of our trenches and played football with the Germans.
All right. Well, it was nice popping in, but I think I got a dash now.
We all need to
Alrighty.
get going because we haven't got that long now.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
hopefully we'll stream in the New Year, like the first.
Oh, we will be. Once we will be. Don't worry. We will be.
Like right when the New Year's, like right when we hit 2023
all
yeah.
right, well,
or not.
Hang on. Don't be right there. Just hang on a second.
well, this bird's gotta fly, so I'll see you guys later. Happy New Year, and
See ya. Happy
we'll see
New
you in-
Year's.
we'll see you in the new one.
See you in 2023.
See you,
See ya.
Diego. Creeper.
Yeah, like hopefully, I don't know if he's gonna stream like right when 2023 hits, like right at midnight.
I doubt it.
Because like we're all just gonna be like tired out. Like I don't know if I'm gonna be doing a StreamYard because
Okay. All right, lads, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go in there. We just had to
Hello.
quickly explain what's going on. So we haven't got that long now. It's 11:34. It's closing in, guys. So, guys, I would like to say thank you guys for tuning in for 2022 for the last stream of this year.
Yep.
This is Kane Fan 701.
And Smith
See you in
Locomotive
a few more
Studios
minutes.
signing out. See you at midnight.
Okay. See you guys maybe on the first day of 2023.
See you
God
guys.
bless you guys all, and signing out for the last time.
Later,
of the
you
year.
See you guys.
guys.
Happy New Year, guys. Love you
guys.
all.
Happy New Year. See ya.
See ya.